the flower bed that was part of the redesign in the fall of 2020, and these are the lilies that I showed in a video earlier in the spring. And we're in that bed, and these lilies in the back here were also part of that redesign. We removed all of those lilies and amended the soil and then replanted them. When I replanted them, I also thinned them and separated them and replanted them. They had so many babies, and so I got all of those, at the proper depth and replanted. These lilies are, this one right here, you can kind of see it standing better. They're every bit of 6 feet tall, and they are just, oh my gosh, absolutely gorgeous. You can kind of see our goofy, tie job. They were just beautiful and all standing so straight up, and but we had another storm come through and it just knocked them over bad. But the white ones you can see there are ones that are older, and they've just faded to that color. I wish you could smell these because they are just absolutely stunning, and you can see, how big these are with respect to my hand kind of giving the size. They're just absolutely stunning. They thoroughly loved the replant, and you can kind of see on this stalk, look at how many blossoms are on that. That's just one. They are gorgeous. And I wish I knew the name of this one. I am really sorry that I don't. I have been searching high and low prior to this video to find out what the name of this plant is. Obviously it's a lily, but I don't know the name of it. And I kind of perused the different sites that I purchased from, and I couldn't find one for this lily. But you can see when we tried to tie them up, we should have tied them up in groups, but in fact I think I might come back and do that. But that storm, it just, they were laying flat. It was amazing. But these are just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So this is the other side of that bed, so you have some perspective. And these are, again, the lilies that bloomed early in the spring. In fact, they're our first lily to bloom in our gardens. So that is the lilies. So now we'll move on to the next ones. One more close-up look and we'll move on. And then we have this lily, which I am not sure the name of this one either. This was all part of an order that I had made that I just cannot find the order from. So this lily is absolutely beautiful. It is very fragrant. And the yellow is just beautiful. It goes from yellow in the center to a soft kind of buttercream color on the edges of the the petals. And there's only a couple here. This flower bed that they're in we started kind of redoing it, took some plants out and built this kind of patio walkway for the water faucet and everything for access. And so these plants I had left, and these starts as well are from a plant that was underneath a summer sweet that was here. And so I didn't want to dig them up. The bees just love them. So I left them, and in fact you can see there's a bee back there now. So I didn't want to remove them. I'm not sure where I'm going to put them, but this bed is under development, I guess. But this lily is just beautiful. We're on the side of the house, and I have lilies in here. And these were all relocated from another bed last fall. And I thought it would be pretty to have some height behind these bleeding hearts. And this is the same lily that I just showed you from the other bed. But you can see back here, they are having a hard time getting through the bleeding heart. So this probably I will rethink the placement of the lilies in this area. But you can kind of see them tucked back there, getting ready to bloom. Yay! One more look at these beautiful. So this is after 8, and this lily will get 24 to 36 inches tall, which these on this back side here in this area are pretty much there. The ones in the front are younger plants because when we redid this flower bed, this was another one we did in the fall of 2020, and these lilies were just in a little spot, kind of maybe like in through here. It was very small, and they were packed in here. And so what we did was took everything out, and there were some other different plants in through here, and we relocated those. And once we got the lilies out and all the other plants, we took an auger, because this was all clay, and so we took an auger and dug out all of the clay. We probably went down about 4 feet, took all the clay out, kind of dug some holes randomly further down, cleaned them out, put some gypsum and some fertilizer down in there, and then we filled with topsoil. And then I came back and replanted all of these lilies. And so they're doing pretty good. We've been battling aphids with this in this area as part of the crepe myrtle and then on these lilies. And hopefully we have it under control a little bit. But the whole aphid and the crepe myrtle is a whole nother video that I will do and talk about, because it's been actually kind of a nightmare. These are a pineapple lily, and I just love them. They're so unique. Isn't that just so cool? Love them. So that is the pineapple lily. So I'm going to move on to the next bed. This is the last lily in the tour, and it definitely doesn't disappoint. It's so pretty. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the tour. I hope it provided a little bit of inspiration. Maybe this rest of this summer, think about what lilies you might want in your garden. Fall will be a great time to start planting those for spring. So hopefully this kind of got you thinking about it. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.